America's longest-running cartoon powerhouse, The Simpsons, drops a savage new parody called Snow Woke. The reimagining, roasting Disney's Snow White remake before the trailers even cooled, and at the center of the blast radius, Rachel Zegler, the once golden ingenue now battling headlines, empty theaters, and a reputation that just took another fluorescent yellow hit.
I think it's fair to say that no one can stand the star of this movie.
Rachel Zegler is extraordinarily woke, but she's woke in a way that's quite deranged. I truly do believe that.
Excuse me. Your curtain. Please allow me to help.
Help? From you?
I didn't mean to offend. I just thought you should know that
That I should know what? That some privileged white guy thinks his opinion matters? Get over your entitlement. I'm not some damsel in distress waiting for you to ride in on your high horse.
And it just goes to show you exactly why she is so universally rejected right now.
They're remaking the movie. They just got rid of the dwarfs. Okay,
but what do they call them?
Why
now,
would they
too?
get rid of the dwarves, though?
Magical creatures.
But they have one token dwarf amongst these magical creatures. You actually just went backwards. You actually just erased the dwarfism side of it. The disability, like we're a disability group, you just erase that whole image. The argument should have been from Peter Dinklage, there's power of being on TV, there's power of television, and to put 7 people with dwarfism on camera in a major Disney movie, there's still power there. If the story is offensive, change the story, don't change the character.
This is no ordinary apple, my dear. It's a magic wishing apple. A wishing apple? You offer it to me freely. In place of the patriarchy, you would have a queen! Not white, but diverse, inclusive, and equitable! I will become the leader I know I can be! All shall love me and despair!
Oh, what has she done to you? Fear not. First love's kiss can break any curse.
I'm gonna stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess. I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
And if you disagree with this sentiment, just hit the unfollow button. I don't need your business.
This is someone who is as entitled as, I don't need your business. You know what? Maybe Disney does. Maybe you're a tool, you're a pawn in this film. You didn't write it, you didn't direct it. You have nothing to do with the creation of Snow White. Right. You should shut up and do the—
I win. The winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and people still line up to see her. And I can only hope that despite my flaws, and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them, that at every premiere, and everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
There's something wrong with her. She's disturbed, she's unhappy, and she thinks it's about feminism and the patriarchy and about abortion. But the reality is she's just not stable, like the majority of people in Hollywood. They're just not stable human beings. I would highly advise that you boycott this film, no matter how much your children love Snow White.
I am walking into Snow White, 2 p.m., now seating. Let's see how empty it is. I hope it's off the book we go. I hope. Sound like I hear a couple of people. One, two. Okay. 2.
I can also be having the greatest time and simultaneously wishing people would stop sending me death threats.
I know this point has been made, but this truly is the worst casting maybe in the history of the film industry.
It sounds like you're one of the only ones there, just like Rachel Zegler, as it turns out, and we part with this video of Rachel Zegler alone in a theater watching herself. One of the most unlikable humans.
That
ever.
is sadder than when the original Snow White eats the apple.
Buckle up. We're diving into Hollywood's messiest fairy tale flameout. And real quick, hit that like button, ring the bell, and subscribe if you crave the receipts minus the fluff. Trust me, this saga's juicier than a poisoned apple, and you'll want front row seats for the meltdown.
Rachel Zegler just keeps making things worse with the Walt Disney Company. The more that she tries to defend this movie, the more that she tries to spew her agenda onto the general public, it's only making matters worse. Not just for Bob Iger, but for whatever is left of the image of Disney as a whole.
I just want to tell you guys about a little incredible movie that just came out, Snow White. Wow. I just got to tell you, best movie I've seen in years, and there have been some really good films lately. Madam Web, Rebel Moon Part 1, that movie, that transgender one with the Mexican drug lord. But Snow White blows them all away. Chat, this movie has everything. Horrifying, CGI, little people, check. A feminist princess who don't need no man, double check. Diddy dance party at the end, double Diddy check. All this to say, go see Snow White right now. The new one. Not that old stupid one where the princess gets saved by some good, upstanding guy.
When Rachel Zegler leapt from Spielberg's West Side Story into Disney's billion-dollar spotlight, industry insiders called her the next Anne Hathaway. But the spell shattered the second she described Prince Charming as a literal stalker.
Snow White gets her name not from the fairness of her skin, as we obviously know Rachel Zegler would be a miscast in that sense. Instead, she gets her name from surviving a snowstorm.
That audiences walk away from this film with an understanding of the true meaning of fairness, of what it means to be fair in this world. There is a message that's been carried on for almost 90 years now from the original animated classic. That is, fairness is what is within. Fairness is to do with your heart, the way you treat the people around you, and it has nothing to do with what you look like, and that's the misunderstanding between Snow White and the Evil Queen. I think it's such an important message, and the way that Disney has elevated it and brought it to this new audience is very special.
Promised a girl boss leader Snow White, and demanded residuals for every hour it streams. What was meant to be a modern update morphed into a masterclass in alienating core fans. Add Peter Dinklage's viral criticism, changing the dwarfs to generic magical creatures erases disability representation, and you've got the fairest PR disaster of them all. Disney's fix: replace the iconic 7 dwarfs with a mixed bag of forest randos, cut the prince, slap on empowerment speeches, and pray. Instead, girl boss Snow White trended for all the wrong reasons. Meme pages mocked the CGI, pundits branded the film Snow Woke, and even casual moviegoers asked, is this still the same story? Meanwhile, every interview clip felt like lighter fluid, Rachel telling critics, I don't need your business, while Disney absolutely does. The result: record low trailer likes, doom-scrolling comment sections, and a box office debut quieter than a poisoned apple nap. Flash forward to opening weekend, TikTokers live streaming vacant auditoriums. 2 people per screening if that. IMDb, a brutal 1.6 rating. Reviewers cited hollow spectacle, preachy tone, and missing Disney magic. For Rachel, the thud wasn't just professional. Insiders say it torpedoed pending voiceover work and a rumored musical drama at Disney+. Hollywood loves a breakout, but it loathes a liability, and casting directors quietly slid her resume to the bottom of the pile. Career collapse rarely stays in the boardroom. Tabloids feasted on Rachel's split from longtime partner Josh Andres Rivera, blaming stress of non-stop trolling and death threat DMs. Then things got surreal. A fake OnlyFans using an AI-generated Rachel likeness drew thousands overnight. She had zero involvement, but the fact anyone believed it spoke volumes. Perception had officially detached from reality. Never a good sign in an image-obsessed town. Just when Disney's crisis team hoped the story would fade, Springfield delivered a yellow-skinned haymaker. In the new episode, Snow Woke stars Rachel Zed, a princess who bans princes, rewrites fairy tale lore, and lectures baffled villagers on intersectional equity, until her film crashes at the box office and she unravels on Krusty's couch. No subtlety, no mercy. Longtime Simpsons watchers know, once you're immortalized in satire, your downfall is pop culture canon. Remember when they skewered Mel Gibson, Tiger Woods? Yeah, level up humiliation. Unlike tabloids, The Simpsons wields generational class. They've roasted presidents, emperors, tech gods, and now Rachel joins that hall of infamy. The timing couldn't be worse. She's still fielding calls from Disney accountants and crisis communication pros, and now every late-night host has fresh material. Social feeds exploded with side-by-side clips of Rachel's real press junkets versus the Snow Woke parody, racking millions of views in hours. The takeaway: mainstream America just discovered the controversy, and it's laughing, not sympathizing. Back at Disney HQ, execs who once touted Snow White as phase 2 of their live-action renaissance now whisper about reshoots, release window shuffles, even a direct-to-streaming dump. Merchandising partners, Funko, Mattel, allegedly slashed orders. Theme park tie-ins. Internally, sources claim Rachel's on every risk assessment slide. She's not the face of Disney's future anymore, she's a cautionary tale plastered on quarterly earnings decks. Hollywood loves a redemption arc. Ask Robert Downey Jr., Kristen Stewart, even Johnny Depp. But the comeback blueprint demands two things: humility and a hit. Rachel's first step will need to be an honest mea culpa, not another viral lecture. Next, a low-budget indie or prestige series, where she disappears into a character proving she's more than soundbite. And maybe, just maybe, let the public miss her before storming back with a surprise performance that silences meme makers. The Snow White fiasco isn't just about one actress. It's a neon sign warning studios, nostalgia IP isn't bulletproof, and social justice messaging without story magic sells neither tickets nor ideals. Audiences crave authenticity. Shocking, right? Disney misread the room, Rachel fanned the flames, and The Simpsons sprayed gasoline. Studios now scour upcoming remakes. Moana, Hercules, asking, could this be another Snow Woke? So here we are, an actress once heralded as Hollywood's future now memed, parodied, and teetering on the brink of cultural punchline proof that in 2025 the line between empowerment and ego is razor thin, and the internet is wielding the blade. But I want to hear from you. Is Rachel Zegler unfairly targeted, or did Disney's remake invite its own doom? Drop your hottest take below. No poisoned apples, please. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into Hollywood havoc, smash that subscribe button for more drama decoded. We've got receipts, context, and yes, a dash of chaos lined up for the next viral fallout. Until then, stay curious, stay skeptical, and remember, in the age of Snow Woke, even fairy tales have PR department.